your girl took time off. I felt a lot of guilt around the idea of taking time off. I felt like, oh, I need to prove myself. I don't know, in my head I was seriously like, if I take time off, they're gonna think I'm lazy. But I had like a meeting with my mentor and she was just like, Cassidy, she said something that like really hit. She was like, no job, no company is gonna look out for you. So you need to be able to speak up and ask for time off when mentally, emotionally, you're burnt out. And I was like, that is very true. And she was just like, yeah, it is at the end of the day, it is just a job. This is not your life. This shouldn't be everything. This is a piece of your life. And sometimes you have to set aside a piece of your life to enjoy another part of your life. And I was like, ooh, you are hitting, mentor. But I asked for time off. And honestly, I feel like I was so awkward when I asked my manager for it, like just genuinely nervous. And I don't want to be like that because that's honestly how you get taken advantage of, is by like having this idea that like you constantly have to prove yourself. Because even though I can say, oh yeah, I'm a new person and that's why I feel this, honestly, if I let it, this could never go away. Like I could constantly be in this state of feeling like I need to prove myself because, you know, if you get a promotion, then are you going to again kind of be in this place of like having to prove yourself? Or every time you get a new job, are you like so obsessed with the idea of having to prove yourself? And so all of that to say that your girl took time off. And so I have a 3-day weekend. It is Monday and I am not working and I'm so excited. So basically the plan for today is I'm gonna go to Brooklyn. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, yeah, that's better. So I went to a cafe. It was very nice. I just read my book, which I'll actually show you. What book? I'm in the process of reading. It is this one, Look at Me. And it's a fiction book about a woman who, she's a model, but she gets in like a tragic accident that changes her face. So she's kind of the main character, but it also follows different characters, and the whole theme is around like beauty and our obsession with it. And reading it, I've really enjoyed it, but I think, wait, let me just like turn this viewfinder around so that I stop looking at myself. But I really like it, but it is triggering. I've just been thinking a lot about the pressure on women to look a certain way. And I think for myself, I've never wore makeup. I've never really cared about like hair and nails and like all of those things. But I think now that I'm becoming an adult, at certain points it feels like, am I less of a woman because I don't care about those things? I don't know, like I had a conversation with someone not too long ago where I mentioned that I don't wear makeup, and she was shocked. Like she was just like, what? Like you don't wear makeup? Like never? Like, and it kind of made me feel, like I know this wasn't her intention, but it kind of made me feel like an alien or an anomaly, like how are you a girl that doesn't wear makeup sort of thing. And obviously tried not to think of it that way because I know that's not what she meant, but I think I don't know, like I've just been feeling this pressure to care about those things, like, oh, I should care about my hair, oh, I should care about, you know, makeup, or oh, like I should know about these things because I'm a girl, and like I should care about these things because I'm a girl. And also just like fear around getting older, and mainly tied to kind of the beauty thing of, I think while our society has progressed in a lot of ways, there is still very much a pressure for women to be beautiful, and this idea that like the biggest thing we can offer, the biggest thing that gets us attention is how we look and whether or not a guy deems us as attractive. And I think especially living in New York, where you see catcalling happen all the time, and just that focus on beauty is like a lot more, it's even more put right in front of your face, I think has been hard for me in a lot of ways. And I try to kind of fight it and remind myself that like no matter how much other people might view me as an object, I am not that. It is still very hard when it feels like you are an object to be looked at and you are something to be consumed. Being a woman and there being so much emphasis on how we look, and the world kind of constantly putting its opinions on us, like catcalling. It's like guys feeling the need to stamp their sign of approval on your body and on how you look. And it's hard to kind of take all of that, take all of the comments, take all of the weird comments on dating apps, take all of the catcalling and not internalize it as like I'm an object, you know? And I'm really trying not to internalize it. No, I won't even say that. I've internalized it. Like, I wish I could say that I haven't, but like I have. And I wish I could say I didn't feel a hint of joy when I get catcalled. I wish I could say that I didn't look for or need any male validation in any way, but it's just not true, at least for where I am right now. And it's kind of led me to question if I should be on dating apps at all. Am I in a good place to be on dating apps? But I also kind of like push back against that because part of me is like, we will never be perfect. Like, I will never be at a point where I'm 100% confident everything is going right and there's no like nothing that I feel insecure about or that I'm struggling with or that I'm grappling with, because that's just life. Like, nothing is all perfect. And so part of me like pushes back on that idea of like, oh, I need to like fix that part of myself before I can be on a dating app. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like I've done that to myself for so long of just letting perfectionism and this craving to like have everything lined up and all my boxes in a queue before I start dating, and I've just realized that doesn't exist. And it's so easy for that pattern to never ever end because you can constantly find things that you need to improve before you should get in the dating market. I feel like this is something else I've been wondering of like, can you ever like fully get over trauma you've experienced? Like, can you ever fully break through the trauma, or is it only that yes, you can improve, but you'll never fully break the trauma? Like, I honestly have been thinking about that a lot. Of like, how much work can you actually do? How much healing can you do? And also, how much healing can you do on your own versus needing a partner to fix that? Or like, not fix that, but like work with you through that. But ultimately, I think overall I've just been thinking a lot about beauty and how much we care about it and how draining it is to care about it, honestly, and just how to cultivate a healthy relationship where you like how you look, you enjoy that part of yourself, but you also realize and know that that is only a small part of you, no matter how much society tries to make you feel like that's the best of you, or that's like the most important part, is whether or not someone deems you as ethical. So yeah, just struggling with those thoughts. Lovely thoughts.
Many long years ago. Now with the Spirit, now of my Savior, I was filled, Lord filled, oh, in that old fashioned meeting, oh Lord, I'm memories, they linger still in that little, oh, that wooden church house out on a hill. You know every
So
Sunday morning.
it is much later since, oh my gosh, I have the hiccups. Sorry. But it was a really good day. I think I'm just really proud of myself for taking a day off. It was a big moment because it's the first time that I have really prioritized my own mental and emotional well-being, and I put that on top of my work. I chose to take a step back from my job to prioritize me, and I hope this is just the first step, the first moment in many moments of prioritizing me at work. And so I hope this just like encourages you to, whether in school or in work or with your family and friends, create boundaries and create the space that you need.